nostalgia mixed in with important information about medicine, food, dating, or just the stuff you need to help that bagel go down nice and smoothly. And if you have a story about anything you want to share, a bad date, a movie review, or just the strangest thing that happened to you at work, call in and join the fun toll-free at 1-800-889-0267. Right now, sit back and let's start the lunch break. Freddie S. and Les are ready, so here are the boys.
Good morning, Florida. It is a chilly day. The frozen orange. Two boys from Brooklyn and abroad.
Where's the broad?
Here.
Oh,
Broad is right over there.
I'm wearing my long underwear underneath this jogging suit.
Yeah, we'll get to your personal hygiene in a minute.
I'm sweating a little.
That's more information than I need to know. But anyway, ladies and gentlemen, we want to thank you for tuning in to the show, Two Boys from Brooklyn and Abroad. And we'll introduce the characters in a second. We want to thank our sponsors really, really quick. We have AMP2 TV. We have Health and Wealth Seminars.
And we have the famous Dr. Pinozzo.
The famous Dr. Pinozzo.
Worldwide,
yes, Dr. Pinozzo, which we'll get to in a minute as well. But we want you to know that you can watch us on amp2.tv if you get bored of hearing us and you're by your computer. Otherwise, let's go to lunch and let's bring the humor and let's bring some of the things that make it funny. And we're going to introduce my partner in crime here, Mr. Les. And don't forget to introduce the broad.
I promise.
Don't get crazy, all
I
right?
promise.
So
Hi, I'm Les. I'm the other part of More. More or less. Okay. I was told I ring the bell too much, so I'm going to get that out of the way. That's it. Okay. Hi, Broad.
Good morning.
This is Liz,
and
who is the most adorable thing I've ever seen.
Aw, thank you.
And she's one of my people from Brooklyn.
One of your people, one of the wandering Jews. What is
yeah,
that?
we're from the tribe. When you're from the tribe and you're from Brooklyn.
You have a tribe. You guys
We have a tribe.
We
Yeah.
do.
Hey, wait a minute.
Our
I have a Puerto Rican tribe. Me and the board are Latino. We have a tribe too.
Yeah, that's true. And I need
Costa
that.
Rican.
And
honey, tell 'em. You gotta lift your mic because we can't hear you.
Costa Rican.
And I need this
beautiful
girl in here
place.
because she's good. She's good. So here's what I want to ask you.
Wait, are you gonna introduce the subject?
Oh no,
We
I
have the
just
subject matter.
no,
What
I
do you
don't
wanna-
do it.
What do you want to ask?
I just want to ask this.
What do you want to ask?
Since you live in the Boca area, right?
Correct.
I was trying to let Freddie know that our people own Boca and we own Plantation. Okay.
We own it.
We don't know how Freddie snuck in there, but he's
I
there.
know.
Because I can say
Puerto Rican in the mix of
hamina.
Okay.
I could do that.
So did everyone enjoy the Super Bowl?
Yeah, before we get into the Super Bowl, I just simply want to say the weather is so beautiful here today. It
It's
feels
48
like
degrees. What are you talking about?
It feels like Brooklyn in Boca. I mean, how can you get better than 38
Isn't that
degrees
beautiful?
in Florida?
Without the
I mean,
snow.
it's awesome. I love it.
What a day to play golf, right?
I don't know about golf, but what a
Oh,
day to
yeah.
just take a walk.
You
and
go
enjoy the
play
breeze.
golf. You'll be playing with an ice cube. What's the matter with you?
So we saw the Super Bowl, and I don't care what anyone says. I think what Don Shula said years and years ago, you win a football game by defense. Am I right, Fran? You were a professional coach.
Well, I told you,
Yeah.
it wasn't only defense.
Well, there was a lot of fumbles. There was a lot of turnovers.
Yeah.
I mean, there was a lot of mistakes. Not by the Denver. That's all I have to say. The
You know,
mistakes
you're right.
were not
Yeah.
by
Oh,
Denver.
no, you're right. I
Peyton
agree with you.
Manning pulled through the way he was supposed to. It was
Well, I'm
the
gonna-
other side that kept fumbling and giving turnovers.
I'm going to be very honest with you. Peyton Manning, hang it up. It was the worst game I've ever seen him have.
You're
He
100%
didn't
right.
do anything. He went
That's
13
It's all
for whatever.
defense. It was all defense.
147 some odd yards. He could
Yep.
not move that offense because number 59 on the other side, he had a dynamite game. But I'm going to tell you, there is a difference between defense and the will of man. And I told you this during the week.
You're right.
That kid, he's a kid, and Cam act like a kid after he lost that game.
Oh, yeah.
He was crying and
Yeah.
acting like a
Oh,
dummy.
I know. And he really ruined it for
But
himself.
he got smacked. And when you get smacked, you saw the way Brady got hit when they played this team. Well, this kid got hit even harder.
He must have gotten hit 8 times. He was
Oh,
having
got
trouble
hit.
getting up, and this is a big guy.
He got hit more than 8 times, but the shots that he
You're
was
right.
taking,
He was knocked down 8 times. Oh,
he
Mark,
was sacked 8 times.
was that Ware amazing? How he got to him every time?
was
well,
that what amazing?
Andrew
Marcus Ware,
Ware,
the way
but,
he hit him.
Oh,
but
right.
the other guy on the other side, they got the MVP. It
Yeah.
wasn't too bad either.
No,
But I'm gonna
no.
tell you that defensive line. I've never. The object of the game is you can have a great defensive line, but can you keep it up for that long
Keep
for the
what
whole
up,
game?
Freddie? Where
If
are we
you
going
keep it
now?
up,
I
If
just
you
want to let
keep
you
it
know we're on the edge of being
well, if you can,
being off the air.
well, this is one time that if you can keep it up for that amount of time, you're gonna win a lot of games. And they did this for a lot of reasons.
Oh, yeah.
Peyton should go. They call him the sheriff.
Right.
He should say thank you.
Yeah.
He should go into the
Hall of Fame.
In
How
the
many
Hall of Fame
rings
and
does
say,
this he has now? 6,
two.
7?
He has
Yeah.
2 rings, but
It's only
he's the
2?
only player in the history of the NFL to win 200 games
Mm-hmm.
and to win 2 Super Bowls with 2 different teams. Only player
Yep.
in 50 years to do that. Now, did you see the pregame ceremonies when they had all those guys
Oh my
come out?
God, yeah.
I
Oh
didn't.
my
I missed
God! I knew every
So
one
did I.
of those players.
Broadway Joe is still smiling.
and still drunk.
Yeah.
But you know what? I did like that they did a lot of memories of the last 50
That's
years.
right,
They did it during the
Did a
halftime
nice
show,
show,
which
yeah.
I loved. When they
Ooh.
went back and you saw Springsteen and you saw just all the different artists that have performed during halftime. So it was a great
Yeah, it was.
retrospective.
And you
of
don't even
the
watch
past.
football. Did you like it?
You know, I always watch the Super Bowl because it's all American to do so. And I do it mostly because of my background as a TV producer, where
Yeah.
I produced commercials. And at any given time, I used to work with the director who produced commercials for the Super Bowl. So we used to count all the commercials. He was the helicopter pilot, so he would
Oh,
do all the
fantastic.
shots for all the Super Bowls. And again, last night, it didn't fail to disappoint.
No, it
The
was
commercials
good.
were amazing. I actually printed what was called the
Well,
10 top best commercials
Before you
last
do
night.
that, I'm doing my trivia thing.
Okay, you do
And
that.
Freddie is good. Freddie,
You have your trivia then.
how many gallons of beer are consumed during a Super Bowl? Now, let's not get crazy and say 10 million. How many gallons do you
Wait a
think?
minute. That's a very open question. You mean at the game?
No.
Around the country?
Around the
Tailgating
United
and everything?
States.
Oh my God.
I got Dr. Pinoza, but he's calling me on the wrong phone.
That's I would say at least 5 million gallons.
Probably more.
5 million gallons?
And you know what's really interesting?
right,
He
yeah, you
brings
got
up
the right
a
number.
question like that, is because if you remember one of the commercials, wait, should we let's finish?
Why don't you go outside and take that? Thank
There
you.
you go. So if you remember one of the commercials, and I had very mixed feelings about this, Christine, I don't know how you felt about it. There was a commercial with Helen Mirren. I can't hear you. It was a commercial with Helen Mirren where she's holding a Bud bottle backwards, and she's very, very dark. And she's talking about you can drink
and
all you
drive.
want, but don't drink and drive. And then she lifts her bottle of Bud and takes a drink.
Yeah.
I kind of felt that. I mean, the girls in the room with me loved it. I felt it was distasteful. I felt like they were saying, don't do as I do, or do as I say, So I don't know. What did you think about that?
But she
I
was.
agree with you on that one. I do.
I didn't like the commercial. I thought it was really distasteful.
It's supposed to be a dark. Don't drink and drive.
But but she was taking a sip of Bud. I don't know.
And
it was
did you notice that Budweiser turned the bottle so
Yeah,
the name wasn't
I did.
seen while she
Yeah.
was
but
being.
they still ended it with Budweiser.
Yes, but what she was carrying on saying, "Don't drink and drive."
That's what we have on the
You're a
phone.
mess. Hold on a second. You're a mess. And you're a mess, and you're this and you're that. The bottom line is they didn't want the negative with the name. And then when she says, refreshing.
And we're all talking about it, so we're mentioning Bud. But I think it was distasteful. That's just, one broad's opinion.
You ready?
All right, hold on a
Dr.
second. You gotta
Pinoza,
set this
right?
up. Who you got? on
We
the phone?
have on the phone the very famous, world-renowned Dr. Anthony Pinozzo.
Mr. P.
He is the pain whisperer.
Welcome.
Hey, Dr. P, how you doing?
Hey, I'm doing really good. Your program sounds really nice.
Oh, that's one person that was Freddie.
Thanks,
So we
Dr.
got-
Pinozzo.
So we got Carmen who called. And
Yeah.
Dr. Pinozzo. We got
Yeah.
two fans.
We got two fans. So, Doc, you saw the football game. How many injuries there could you fix? Probably all of them, right?
I could fix all of them, but I didn't see that many.
Two people are knocked
No,
out.
the
One of
Broncos lost 3 and Carolina lost 2 players.
Yeah, and we look like somewhat neck injuries. And since
Twisted ankle, concussion,
Yeah.
neck injury, shoulder injury.
talk to us about
All of those are treated rather quickly. Just take an X-ray, make sure there's no fracture. But you could tell if there's a fracture anyway.
But Doc,
you
I
know,
heard that you're the miracle man when it comes to migraines, and that's something that many, many men and women experience daily. So I get them monthly. My stepmother gets one every day. She's been to doctors all over the world, had MRIs galore. So I would love
hemorrhoids, Freddie.
I'm serious. I would love
MRI.
to hear what's your fabulous treatment plan for that, because I hear it's unbelievable.
Yeah, it's about just a 2-minute procedure. That's it.
2 minutes and never have a migraine again, ever, right, Doc?
Yep, and it does not come back.
Ever.
Now, is that something that's guaranteed, but you really can't guarantee
He can
anything?
guarantee
He'll
it.
guarantee it.
I guarantee it. Yeah.
Really?
Yeah, guaranteed.
Migraines. What's the other one?
Is it invasive? What is the procedure?
Well, it's just a shot. But,
Really?
Yeah.
But it's where he puts it.
It's where he puts it.
It's a 2-minute deal or less, and it goes away right there while you're sitting there.
Well, I would love to invite you to do a procedure like that on camera where we can actually document.
We have it.
You do?
Yes, we do.
Yeah, we do.
Okay, so I'd love to see it, and I'd love to.
Go to Pinozzo.tv.
He
We
has-
got
Well, if you blink your eyes, that's how fast it is.
yeah. What the commercial?
Procedure.
The commercial,
The
or
procedure.
how you fix them?
The procedure.
I can tell you one thing. I have brought people in that say there is no hope. They did everything. I brought them in, and guess what? They looked at me and said, am I not going to feel this anymore? I said, yeah. They said, I don't have the vertigo. He not only fixed her migraine, but fixed her vertigo.
That's amazing.
Vertigo and migraines, I think, Doc, was it 2 shots?
Yeah, one on each side.
One on each side. She sees...
No, we only do one at a time. You may not need to. We don't overtreat.
Right.
Can you treat patients that are going through cancer treatments and versus when they have the nausea and the pain? Is there something that you can do that can help them get through that?
Yeah, that pain has nothing to do with the cancer,
Right.
and so it's a separate issue like everybody else has.
But is there something
trouble
that you
is
do
the
that would
cancer
help them get
doctors-
through that, though?
Trouble is the cancer doctors don't know how to treat those things,
Right.
so they blame everything on the cancer, but that's rarely the case.
Dr. Pinozzo is a graduate of Ohio State University, specializing in musculoskeletal. Most doctors don't do musculoskeletal, so he's like a pioneer. He was talking about concussions a year and a half ago.
That's right. The
And now they're
NFL,
fine- yeah.
the NFL's catching up now.
And
Which
he
is
was-
really strange.
Yeah, he was talking about concussions a year, and now everything is coming out that he was right.
And all the Botox for migraines and all that they're
Yeah.
looking in the wrong area.
Yeah.
That's the scary part about
Yep.
this whole thing.
Yeah, it's really good. So try to make an appointment and bring your cameraman with you, and we'll take care of it.
So
Okay.
if you want to make an appointment, if you want to make it, in fact, someone called me today, doctor. I don't know if a guy by the name of Chuck called you today. If you want to speak to Dr. Anthony Pinozzo, it's 561-381-5800. And guess what, folks? Next Tuesday, Dr. Pinozzo is doing his seminar at.
A seminar, yes.
You better go to sleep now, Doc, so you can rest up.
I'm
It's,
going to be talking in front of 100 people there, so yeah, come on in.
Wow.
All right, gotta go, gang.
Go
Thank
ahead,
you.
take care
All
of
right,
people,
Doc.
buddy.
Nice
Thank you for
talking.
calling. Bye, buddy.
I can't wait to meet him. He sounds great.
Read his seminar where it's going to be.
The seminar is going to be Tuesday on the 16th. She's looking at me with those beautiful blue eyes. I have to look down here.
Thank you.
All right, can you read?
Yes, I'm turning around, Fred. 'Cause they're
Wait,
mesmerizing
you're
me.
getting out of camera.
Oh, I am good. Look the other way, Christian. Getting me. It's very sexy. Look, she's giving me.
Okay, read the promo
About who?
about
Oh,
Dr.
Dr.
Pinozzo.
On February 16th, Dr. Pinozzo, the Pain Whisperer, will be at the South County Civic Center at 16700 Jog Road, Delray Beach. If you just want to come in, we're not going to guarantee you'll get seats, but if you want, you could go to visit www.pinozzo, PANNOZZO.tv, more information, or you could call the doctor and make an appointment at 561-381-5800. He's going to talk to you from head to toe and everything in between. Stop looking at me.
Okay,
Rose.
I have a little joke based on what he just did. Because
Let's not get into sex about little jokes.
No,
Okay.
it's not a sex joke. But I doubt, because it's Valentine's Day coming up, and I know we have to get back to the
Wait,
Super
hold it!
Bowl.
I gotta stop. We still didn't. You didn't give me a thing. How much beer was consumed during the football game?
We said 5 million gallons.
5 million gallons. Okay. Broad, what do you think?
I would say closer to 8 million.
Okay. 325 gallons of beer were consumed in 2015
That's
during
it?
the game.
We're
Okay.
so off base.
Now here we go. How much chicken wings
Wait a minute,
are consumed?
325
gallons
gallons?
of beer in the United States.
325
more.
gallons?
Yep.
What are you talking about? I saw a guy in Costco buy that much.
I can only go what they write.
That's wrong.
How much chicken wings do they sell?
Pounds?
Yeah,
wings?
Wait, at
wings,
Costco?
just wings.
I'm going to say 100,000 wings.
Okay,
My goodness, I was so off with the other.
go ahead.
Let's just say 345. Okay, so let's say 600,000.
1.3 billion wings were consumed last year at the Super Bowl. Now,
Wow.
ready for this? How
lot
many
of chicken.
people take off on Monday.
Oh, that one he told me already.
Yeah, how many people take off on Monday due to the Super Bowl on
I'd
Sunday?
say 30% of workers.
No, you need
Give
a
me
number.
Give me a number.
He doesn't know how to add to 30.
I can't.
Oh, my goodness, but I don't know how many people are actually employed.
Hi, this is an hour show. Yes or no? Give me an
Let's
answer.
say 2 million.
No. Connecticut.
You already gave me the answer.
Oh, I gave it. It's 1.4 million people.
I was close, though. Yeah. Yeah.
How much money was gambled last year on the Super Bowl?
Last year? Why
Last year,
last
they
year?
can't give you the figures yet.
$20 billion.
No, not close. Go ahead.
100 million.
You're right on the button. 100 million.
Wow, good for you.
Now, here's the
That's-
thing.
That's when you
That's
ring
a-
a bell. Ding, ding, ding,
That's
ding,
a sad.
ding,
That's
right
a
on the
sad
button.
thing that I know that.
Well, now here's a question that I want to bring to the table.
Okay.
How many bookies committed suicide yesterday?
Oh, a whole bunch.
Could you imagine the guy in Vegas is going, holy shit. I gave him 5
$100
points.
million.
Watch him out. And then he talks about us.
Did you
Right.
get it? I meant to say, holy, wow. You are fast, honey. Why do I always forget that? Okay, I think I'm talking to the boys of Brooklyn.
Bad less.
You got it, though, right? Okay, FCC, I apologize. Okay, now it's your turn.
Okay, so I'm only going back to where you were blushing when I was batting my blue eyes.
Yeah, I can't help
So
it.
as Valentine's Day is coming up, no
Valentine
pun
who?
intended.
Valentine's Day.
I went online and I was printing, male, he says, she says sort of jokes, and from a male's perspective and from a female's perspective. And these are some of the women jokes from a women's perspective. Most of them are X-rated and I can't actually say them. But this one
Get
is
your finger on the button.
It's exactly in line with what you just said.
Okay.
Why do most women pay more attention to their appearance than improving their minds?
Because nobody wants a pretty mind. They want a pretty woman.
No.
Why?
No. I don't.
Connecticut, you got an answer?
Nil.
Because most men are stupid, but few are blind. I like that.
And with that being said, can you tell us how long you take to get ready for the show?
Oh,
Smiley?
For me,
Yeah.
it takes me 45 minutes to do my hair because I have a Jufro. So to blow a Jufro out to straight is like a 45-minute battle.
She has a Jew.
I have a Jufro. Well, Jewish people are not born with straight hair. They're usually born with big curly hair.
I would take another 15 minutes.
I know, it's really ratty
I'm
today.
only kidding.
All right, so what do men in tile floors have in common?
They both lay down.
They're both laid.
Close.
They both get laid.
Close.
Okay.
If you lay them well, you can walk on them for years and years and years.
Oh, that's a horrible joke. Why are you applauding?
Oh, let's see.
This
There's
is-
another couple I have
This is
here.
when I said the he said she said segment. I didn't.
This is
quite,
not he said, she said. These are just good one-liners. That
I think it
thought
should be
were,
the Broad and the two boys from Brooklyn. We don't have to change that. I ring the bell. God.
All right, I have another couple.
Oh,
I'm just trying
my
to find...
God, a bad bell.
Okay, wait here. There's three more here.
Oh, yeah, I'm excited.
Okay. Remember, here's just a memory. Remember, no man is charming all the time. Even Cary Grant is on the record saying he wished he could actually be Cary Grant. Why do bachelors like smart women?
because all the smart women, because all the
And
stupid
dumb guys
women were
with-
taken up.
Yeah, I was going to say that.
Stupid
You-
women were
Connecticut,
taken up.
could
help me out here.
You can see
Nobody?
how our brains go, Freddie.
Opposites attract.
Oh, you know what? Wait, hold it. I'm going to tell you that. My wife and I have been married for 45 years. We have absolutely nothing.
My
in common.
condolences.
She's like the water sign. I'm the
Which water sign? Aquarius?
No, wait, no, she's the
January?
water sign, and I'm the sand sign. Together, we make mud. So
Hey, Connecticut, are you married, Connecticut?
Heck no.
would you like to be?
Maybe.
Okay, we'll
Okay,
talk.
so you're single, so this is good because
We'll
I used
talk-
to have two
we'll
single
talk afterwards.
women.
Well, there's three singles in the room, right? Only one married.
Yay!
You have to tell us how you did it, Les. But two more, and then we're done with my little bit here, okay?
Then go get us coffee.
How many men does it take to change a roll of toilet paper?
12.
None, because we never change it.
You got it. Ding, 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 ding. Why did God put men on earth? Ooh, I don't know if I could say this one.
No, don't say
Don't
it.
say it.
Don't say
We're
it.
we're in thin ice.
It's
still.
very
Let's,
funny,
let's
though.
quit where we're ahead.
All right, this is, this one I can say, but, it's just an implication.
An
Why are
innuendo.
women so bad at judging distances? Because men keep telling them that this is 12
I
inches.
heard that before. I'm not happy about that.
Okay.
Moving on.
So moving
Heard
on.
that one.
Let's
You know,
just get
it's
back-
amazing how many bashing men jokes.
Oh,
You know why?
God, yes.
I gotta tell you why she did that. because
so
she
many
had to
women.
see the Super Bowl, and she's not into the Super Bowl.
Of course not.
So she's coming out with this bashing
I
stuff.
had to do
Do
something.
me a favor. Here's what we hired you for. Can you get me some coffee, please?
Ooh.
I'm only
Bada
kidding.
bing.
I'm only
Bada
kidding.
Let's go back 30 years.
Oh God, my wife could be
Speaking of
my
which.
wife could be at the refrigerator. I'll say, honey, could you get me something to eat? She said, you crippled? Why are you women like that?
No, they're not like that.
No.
No.
I think women are the best people in the world. I love women. Hey, so if anyone wants a bash
That's
a
only
woman-
because his wife is about to call in and say,
Yeah,
"What are you
probably.
talking about?"
All right, this is the last little bit about men and women. He says, she
Could
says.
I give a number out?
Sure.
Maybe someone wants a call.
Give it out.
Okay.
How come you haven't given it out yet?
Because she was on a roll and she was doing very good. I don't like to interrupt her when she's doing good. 800-889-0267.
And what are they calling about?
Whatever they want. They could say that they want to see her blue eyes, or they want
No,
to
why
see...
don't we have people call and see if they have another men
See
bashing
if I have a
one-liner.
man-bashing joke or
But
something.
they got to be
Men or
clean.
Men one-liners, any one-liners that maybe we haven't thought of, that you can ask us the question and we'll see if we know the answer.
I got
We'd
one
love
for you.
that.
You're a Jewish woman.
But Connecticut, make sure you hear the question first because it has to be clean, all right?
Okay. Why did Moses open the sea?
Why?
Because Jews can't swim. Your turn, Freddie.
That's horrible.
I've never heard that.
Well, you heard here live on Two Boys from Brooklyn and the Broad.
I've heard, and this is not a black, white, or anything, but I've heard black people can't swim, Jews can't tell a
Now, here-
joke when most Jews are comedians.
Yeah.
So.
How did you know that Jesus was Jewish? Do you know the three things that make Jesus Jewish?
I'm afraid to ask.
Go ahead.
According to how we were brought up,
Yeah. Well, I'm gonna tell you the real
the
thing.
fact that he's a rabbi.
No. First of all, the number one thing is he went into the family business.
Okay.
That's number one. And what was number two?
He had
the
his
two-
sheep?
Huh? Went into the family business. And number two is his mother thought he was God.
And what's number three? And Liz, you got to talk it to your
number
mic,
three?
Liz. They're
You know,
not picking you up.
I don't
And
honestly
what's number
remember.
three?
I forgot.
So don't bring up a joke you don't have all the three lines for the punchline. Then say there's two, not three.
Look, let me tell you something, Freddie.
Ugh.
When you have Alzheimer's,
You forget your
hard to-
punchlines?
In fact, I went to the other studio and forgot that this is the studio I'm supposed to be in.
Okay. All right. These are a couple punchlines that I found that have nothing to do with men or women. It's just a clean, pure punchline. Okay. War does not determine who is right, only who is left.
What?
These are things to ponder.
Say something in
War
English.
does not determine who is right.
More?
War
War.
does not determine who is right, only who is left. These
Let
are
me
just some
explain something.
quotes I found off the internet.
We
this morning.
don't want those people. That's the Rush audience.
What is that?
And that's a Joyce audience.
So
Joyce is to have fun.
these are top 20, statements from
Listen,
the
I'm
internet.
Puerto Rican. I don't get that joke.
We're going to take a break. It's time for our break. I see it. I'm watching the clock going, so we're going to take a little break. And when we come back, we'll tell you what's going on. And we'll, again, coffee, just 2 creams, no sugar. Okay, we'll be back in
2 minutes.
2 minutes.
Please welcome a new sponsor to the show. It's AMP2 TV, the first and only internet network that...
Have you ever had a business idea that you thought would be a great solution to tough challenges in today's world, but have no idea of how to get started? You don't want to waste investment money on ideas that just don't work. Introducing Health and Wealth Seminars, a sophisticated advertising agency with over 40 years in the ad business. What makes Health and Wealth different from other agencies is that they fit your product into the public's need. They help put together the strategy of your business before you commit thousands of dollars and just find out those ideas just don't work. Health and Wellness Seminars carries advertising contracts, radio and television contracts, and even a production service contract that will cover all of your business needs. Call today, 954-303-9563, and let Health and Wellness Seminars carry your business to the next level. The number is 954-303-9563. And remember that what happens when you don't advertise is nothing. 954-303-9563 is the number you need to get your business started in the right direction.
Please welcome a new sponsor to the show. It's AMP2 TV, the first and only internet network that's truly plugged in. When you're looking for a full-service internet television production company, discover AMP2 TV, a full-service production company that can provide all streaming videos in studio or remotely. They offer web page development, and they use all the latest platforms to help make your business selling points more powerful. They can do remotes and live streaming, as well as tape productions. Let AMP2 TV handle all of your television production needs. Choose from a variety of creative TV and radio packages, and see why AMP2 TV works with many major companies, including Comcast, Bravo, and Fox 29, as well as individuals and businesses of all types and sizes. To see samples of their work or to find out more, visit their website at amp2.tv. That's AMP2.tv. Or call them at 1-866-224-5422. That's 866-224-5422. You're lunching with two boys from Brooklyn who invite you to advertise on their show. Share your good news. Just call 888-224-5422 and get all the information. There are plenty of options, and this could be a great chance to get the word out about your business or service. That's 888-224-5422. Now let's get back to those two boys from Brooklyn.
Hey, I got to ask everyone if a pet peeve that I have, and you tell me if it bothers you, if anyone out there it bothers them. You ever go to those big box warehouse stores? Why do people all walk hand in hand? You ever seen they all walk and you can't take your car? Or when they see you backing up, they still walk. Why? I mean, don't they see you backing up?
In Florida, no, because they're all blind. And they're all 4'11" because they're 90 years old. What are you talking about? Nobody can see anything
that's
in
why
Florida.
I can't see them. Okay.
It's like, who's driving behind the wheel of the car? You can't even see the person because they're like 4 feet tall.
Some say I see a little Q-tip. I think it's an older lady.
Okay,
Hey, Freddie,
let me-
are we keeping you up to date?
Let me ask you a question. You wanted to open up after the commercial for that? Is that what you wanted to
No,
do?
but I had another one.
All right, let me hear the other one because that one fell flat on its face.
Have you ever been getting coffee?
No, haven't been
Wait,
getting coffee.
And you're on the line, and the two people are in front of you, and you're waiting, and Connecticut Carol. And then they get...
It's the Alzheimer's kicking in again.
Somebody up this guy's meds. Okay, go ahead.
Where am I? Okay. And you see them,
Twice.
and they're all online, and they're looking and they're reading the thing, and then they get up there and say, I don't know what I want. Do I want the cafe? Am I right? Do I want the cafe latte? And they've been
She's afraid of
standing
you,
there.
by the way.
Who, her?
Yeah, that's why she's agreeing.
No one-
Nobody knows what the hell
I
you're
have
talking
to be
about.
really real
No,
here.
say it.
I have never had a cup of coffee in my entire life.
Ever.
What?
Ever.
I
Me
see
neither.
you drink a cup of coffee.
Never. Tea
Why?
only.
Why?
I hate it.
I'm a tea
I don't
person
like
as well.
anything about it.
You don't like coffee?
Oh, I
No.
love coffee.
You like tea?
One time, I wanted to go through life and actually say I never even tasted coffee, but when I was in Switzerland, I was a backpacker as a kid, and I went backpacking through Switzerland, and I played a game with a bunch of people I met when I was traveling, and we had to go around the table.
called
Every
pub.
person from a different country had to say a shot that we had to drink, and they all knew I had never had coffee. So somebody gave this shot and that shot, so the guy from Switzerland said, you're going to have a Bailey's and coffee shot.
Ooh, that's good.
And I said, no, I'm sorry. I want to go through life saying I never had a cup of coffee. He said, are you a real girl? Are you a real dame? Are you going to live up to what you say? You said you're going to do every shot at this table. So the only time I've ever had coffee in my entire life is I lived up to it and I did that shot.
That's it. You spoiled.
That's it.
You're
But
done.
I've never, other than that, never had a cup of coffee.
Well, that has nothing to do with what I was saying, but that's okay.
Nobody really understands what you were saying.
That's
What
why
are
I
you
was
saying?
switching gears.
Carol, did you understand what I said?
Yes, sir.
Connecticut.
Absolutely.
Right. You're standing
Absolutely.
there, and the people, and the line is a block long, and the people are sitting in it. They come up to order. Oh, I don't know. What do I want?
That
I
is
said-
so rude.
I said to one lady, "Let me ask you a question. Why did you do all this time? Are you in a hurry?" I said, "Yeah." So I got in front of her, but I'm saying, isn't? Or remember the days when you had to pay the toll? You come to the toll, and the guy's going, "Let's see. Let me get out my." You had
Well,
to pay.
It's kind of like when you go to the
I
supermarket.
want you to wear sunglasses from now on. Those eyes are mesmerizing me. I don't know what it is.
Thank you. It's kind of like when you go to the supermarket
Talk
and
to
you
him.
wait on a 20-minute line and you get to the counter and the woman says, "Can you give me 1 second? I forgot the butter." And then
Oh, I
they
hate
stand there
that.
and they tie up the whole line and you have to run all the way to the back and wait for them to get back with their butter.
Of course, they've already got it. They've already got everything, and they can't get it out of the system.
It's like, come
First
on,
of all,
folks.
when I'm on a line, I can't read the menu from the back of the line. You got to wait till I get to the front.
You don't know what you want?
I may not know what I want.
When you go to buy coffee in the morning, you don't know what you want.
I may not want a coffee. I may want something else.
I get a black coffee
First
every
of
day.
all, ladies and gentlemen, that 10 seconds of life that you guys are talking about, I own it. I waited online. That's my 10 seconds. If you don't
yeah, but
like
he doesn't
it,
have a problem with your 10 seconds. He has a problem when it takes 10 minutes.
Thank
it
you.
may take 10
Thank
minutes.
you.
I may take an
Come on,
hour.
you get one of
Two
those.
I may take 2 hours. You gotta
She's
wait.
right.
You
Why?
gotta.
Okay,
Then go
let's
somewhere else.
Then get glasses.
What difference does that make? I may do it on purpose. Now, from now on, ladies and gentlemen, if you're behind me, you're gonna suffer.
They don't
You're
know,
going to suffer.
but they don't know if it's you.
Oh, everybody knows it's me.
Okay.
Especially
Okay,
I'm
can
not
I
a Jew,
switch gears,
but it's you.
guys?
Yes.
I thought over the weekend about a couple of things that we can do that can engage our audience and our listeners. Now, since we're two Jews and do I use
Gentile.
and a Gentile?
It's easy that way.
Two Jews and a Gentile, or two boys and a broad.
No, two boys abroad and the cutie pie inside.
Aw, Connecticut, she is cute.
Yes, she is.
And I love what's on your shirt. What is that?
This is I Hate Freddie and Wes.
It's from a cartoon.
And what cartoon is that?
It's from Sid and Morty. Oh my gosh, I forgot. But his name is
She
Mr.
wears stuff she
Meeseeks.
doesn't know what
Can
she's
you get
wearing.
a photo? Can you get a shot of that
No,
through
we
the
cannot.
window?
No, but
Okay,
we'll take a
so
picture of it.
What
She
I'm
can send it
thinking
to me.
is we can do some instead of typical bits as a lot of radio people do. I'm
We
thinking
don't do
should
bits.
do. I'm thinking we should do shticks and bits. Shticks and bits.
Hold on a
And
second.
we should come up with some shticks and bits. What do you think about that?
I want to tell everyone how we rehearse our show so you understand. Freddie says, "Good morning, Wes." I say, "Good morning." Is the mic on? I said, "Yeah." We just talk.
Right. So,
So
we
if you
can
wanna
come up
be
with
one
Okay,
of the people-
take it easy. The shit and bit stuff is pretty good. We could do that.
we
You
can
could
come
talk
up with some
about
shticks
it.
and
Just
bits,
take
but
it easy.
we need some advice. I have another idea.
I got
which
a
will-
I got a text from New York, by the way.
Let's hear
You
it.
did? Let's hear
I
it.
have
Let's hear
somebody from New York named Diane. Thank you for
Thank you,
listening
Diane.
and watching.
Send us ideas for shticks and bits.
And they had an idea. They wanted to know if you ever go to the movie theater and let's say your seat is in the middle of the pack. Now you have to sort of wiggle your way through.
You're talking about online or once
No,
you
when
get
you're at
into
the movie theater.
Right, okay.
And you're seated in the middle of the movie theater, and you have to wiggle your way past people. Do you do it facing them or do you do it not facing them?
Interesting. Well, if you're a true
Hey,
New Yorker,
We got a call today.
You know,
if you're a
take-
true
take
New
it
Yorker,
easy.
wait, let me
I'm very
answer the
excited.
question.
I'm very
If you're a
excited.
true
Take it
New
easy.
Yorker, you just push your way through straight
No,
forward.
no, but
full
are you
force.
facing north or you facing south?
You're facing north. If you're a true New
so you
Yorker,
go
you're
back,
facing
you go
north.
butt backwards.
Lauren, they're talking
No,
about something
forward,
that we don't
full
understand.
frontal,
so,
my friends. You just
Oh, you go frontal.
straight
Okay, so you
through
go south.
If
Hold
you're
on.
a true New Yorker.
All right,
hey,
who do we?
Lauren.
Hi.
How you
I'm
doing?
from Delray. Hi, how are you? I'm listening to Two Men in Abroad, and
No, two boys abroad.
I'm giggling. It's really great. And
Thank you.
I
Thank
just
you.
wanted to say that
Yes, I'm going
I-
to up your medication.
Wait, we let the broad speak on the other end of the line, boys?
Okay.
this is so funny because my mother-in-law, may she rest in peace, used to say that I don't have to go abroad because I was born abroad.
Oh, very good.
Oh, ring that bell.
That's a good one.
Lauren, very
There you
good.
go.
So I'm really enjoying this back and forth. I think it's terrific. I'm
Thank you
going
so
to
much.
listen again. Are you guys going to be on again?
We're on every day, Monday through Friday, from 12 to 1.
Tell all your friends,
Provide the FCC doesn't close us
Wonderful.
down. Okay?
which they may do any minute now. Lauren,
It's
where are
very
you calling
enjoyable.
from?
Delray.
Hello. Very enjoyable from Delray Beach.
Oh, thank you so much. Tell your friends. We love to have fun.
Hey, Lauren, before you hang up, you have any good ideas for a shtick? You sound like a New Yorker.
That's so funny. I know all about shticks, but I just, I don't really. I'm not good at that.
That's
but
okay.
I do like listening.
Thank you. She's from our people when she says rest in peace. Only the Jewish people say may they rest in peace. I don't
well,
like my
I'm
father,
from
but let him rest in
Brooklyn,
peace.
and I say mother, father,
And
chocolate, and coffee.
Coffee.
There you
Well,
go.
wait a second, Lauren.
There
Is
you
there
go.
any other way to say it? It's coffee.
Right.
Coffee.
Exactly. And here they say coffee.
Oh, I know what that is.
My
Hey, how
husband
do you
says
eat your
that. He
pizza?
said, "What is coffee?"
Ask
Lauren,
her.
how do you eat your pizza? Did you hear that question? How do you eat your pizza?
A knife and fork? No.
Oh!
No, no, no,
You're
She's
not a
lost in
true
New
New
York
Yorker
flip.
anymore. We folded.
Brooklyn.
You gotta flip that pizza, baby.
And it's, right. Now, let's ask her another question. What do you put on your hot dog?
Oh, mustard and sauerkraut.
Ah!
Hey! You want to hear what the guy next to me does? And the other, they put on ketchup. Tell him
Yeah.
you don't need ketchup on a hot dog.
Oh, speaking of that, did you guys see the Super
that's
Bowl
not good.
commercial
I had ketchup
with
and
the
hot
with the hot dog dogs running to the ketchup and the mustard and giving them a hug?
That was number 2.
I loved it.
Lauren, well, I want to thank you for calling
Thank
in. I
you so
appreciate it.
much.
Tell all your friends, call us back. When we get something to give
Sure.
out, we'll put you on the list for calling in.
Yeah, leave your
Wonderful.
phone number
Thank
here
you.
and we'll send you a gift at some point.
Take her a phone number, please.
Thank you.
Thank you so
Thank you.
much.
Okay.
Thank you, Lauren.
You're welcome.
Well, there you have it. Now we got 3 people.
Woohoo! Ding, 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 ding.
But you know why? Because you know what it is?
Because you're a madman and you're
Yes.
scaring everybody. You're scaring me. I'm moving back.
Okay, so we're going to do sticks
But
and
wait a minute,
hits.
Let's get back. So you go.
I go full frontal because I'm a New Yorker. We
So
push
you don't.
on through.
So you turn and you face the people that you're gonna swipe by.
Yeah, if I'm a Floridian,
All
I
right. So
sort of
you
go
give them
measly on
the front
side.
pocket.
Of
How
course.
do you maneuver yourself?
And
Mr.
where?
Ross? When you go to the movie theater and you have to get to the middle, are you facing the people's faces
I
with
do,
your
I do just what she does.
with your
Exactly
face?
what she
Absolutely.
I don't do that.
What do you do?
I go the butt way. I don't want to
Oh,
put
no.
my.
I do
I don't want
junk.
to put my
The
junk in
butt
their
way, oh.
face.
Well,
Your junk
thank
is going to
God.
go in their face whether they like it or
No,
not.
it's not.
so.
If you're turned around, they can't go in their face.
Now let me ask you a question. I'll tell you. Want to have some fun with people?
Sure.
When you're in the elevator, you know what I do?
Oh
I close the
God.
door and I face them, and they get so freaked out because everyone's standing waiting for the thing to ring. I turn around and I look at them.
That
know,
would
it's
be very
funny you-
scary.
It is. It's very
It's
funny.
funny you mentioned that because when I was a kid and I took acting classes, one of the things they used to make us do was pretend we were in an elevator because it's the most uncomfortable place you can ever be. You all walk into this situation, you're stuck together, nobody knows each other, and you don't know where to look, who to talk to. What if somebody farts? I mean, what do you do?
Who cares?
So
I go
what
like
they
this.
make you
It
do
was
is
him.
in acting class, they make you sit in a room, they make you pretend to be in a line with 6 other people and pretend you're in an elevator and strike up a conversation or do something in improv. That's an improv act.
Yeah.
It's a very uncomfortable situation to be stuck in an elevator.
It's uncomfortable no matter what. I mean, you panic when you get stuck in the elevator.
Very, very
Have you ever been
uncomfortable.
stuck in an elevator?
Yes.
I have
Man,
too.
I was
Very
stuck in the elevator.
nerve-wracking.
Now, when I was a kid,
Oh, God.
I used to ride the elevator. Now,
Just for the hell of it?
do you know what? No. Do you know what
The old
riding
ones
the
with
elevator
crank ones,
is?
The New York style ones?
Do you know what riding? You-
Go
tell
on,
tell us
them,
what it
tell
is,
them,
Connecticut.
Connecticut.
You're on the outside on the top.
That's
no,
right.
really?
serious?
That's right. It's called riding the elevator. Now, how do you know that? Because nobody knows that.
I didn't know that.
I would have to kill you to tell if I told you.
That's a typical New York.
Do you remember how we used to get the elevator to come down so you could ride
The
it?
chains?
In New York, they used to have the hook on the fire boxes, so you had to put it in and turn it so you call the fire department. They stopped doing that because they found out that us kids would break the chain, use the hook. The
You were a
elevator
bad
comes down.
kid.
But why would you do that? You just wanted to tempt fate?
Because we used to mess around with people in the elevator.
You're
so
a
you would
bad-
change the floors they'd get out on?
No, what we used to do is we used to talk to them. And
Did
they
you
used
have?
to-
Did you?
Nobody ever in the world would believe
That would
that
scare
there
the
was people.
crap out of
Where's
me.
that voice coming from? Because in those days there was no
Did you
microphones
ever
or
have
music.
sex? Did you ever have sex in an elevator?
No, I never did that.
Why?
I was 12 and 13 years of age.
You're from Brooklyn. That's old.
No, well.
How
we
about
didn't-
you?
I've
Wait,
never
hold on.
had sex in an elevator. No. In a car, maybe.
No
but not an
comment.
elevator.
How about an airplane?
Nope.
My high club?
No.
No comment.
Nope.
I was on the ground level club.
You were on the underneath club,
was on
I
the
heard.
underneath club.
You were in the basement.
All right, so
But-
let me clean this up for a minute.
Why?
Okay. Because I want to get back to something that I think is important.
Okay.
Um,
Then
you
you're
know-
on the wrong show if it's important. Everything we say is not important.
I'm thinking just for the future of this show,
That's good.
She's
making
thinking,
this
you know,
work
we're really
for
in
people.
trouble.
I know I'm a
kidding.
blonde with blonde hair. We're not really
Wait,
supposed
is that
to
your
think.
original color?
It is actually.
Right, let me see your roots. Bend down.
My roots is still blonde.
Very nice.
Yeah, I'm a blonde. I mean, I can show you other roots, but that would be inappropriate.
Not for me. We have you shut the camera off.
So back to this.
They might
Just
should.
in the goodwill of trying to further this show and make this beneficial to all that listen,
That
I
in itself
thought
was a joke.
I thought that there would be another good thing to do, which might be called something called fixes and tips. A way for our listeners to get involved with fixes and tips. So
Nah.
we can, well, here, think about the idea.
What, like break a
So-
nail?
Well, no, not like break a nail, but like
Wait.
the Dr. Pinozzos of this world who want to
There
call
is
up.
only one Dr. Pinozzo of the world, and tomorrow we're going to have one.
Les, take it easy. She's trying to make a point. Take
I
it
don't want to
easy.
do fix-its.
Okay, so we.
Well, I'm
I
thinking-
can see we have already our first fix it.
Well, I'm thinking, so what we talked about, I think, this morning, Freddie, was the idea that we can have either lawyers or
My mic on?
doctors come in and discuss
Yes.
things they want to fix
We're gonna do that. In
or
fact,
things
tomorrow-
or tips they want to give, and we can do like a 5-minute or 10-minute segment every day with somebody special who will actually answer questions for people about a topic, whether it's plumbing, whether it's a medical situation.
Hold
whether it's
on.
a
We got
legal
someone coming in
situation.
tomorrow.
Oh, what is that?
He's one of the
See,
top
right
plastic
away
surgeons.
to a segue.
We have one of the top plastic surgeons. I'm not going to give
That's
you his
right.
name. Yeah, I want you
We're
all
gonna-
to meet him.
He's going to show you how to fix certain things on your bate.
And he's
And
going
give
to
our
show
listener great tips.
That's
so
right.
He's
there's
going
our
to show
fixes
you
and
a new
tips.
app.
He's going to give you new tips
Yeah.
Great.
on your bate.
So we're doing
You want-
fixes and tips.
Do you need tips on your body?
I don't
I
know,
did say
boys.
tips,
Do
didn't
I
I?
need
Yeah.
tips
Say
on my
tips.
body?
I don't know. I could only see your eyes.
Well, we're going to ask the doctor tomorrow when he's
All
on the
right,
air.
all right. What
Now,
can he do to
I-
fix me and tip me?
Oh, that's right.
Ooh.
$50. Anyway. and right now-
Connecticut's just shaking her head
50
and
cents an hour
turning
change.
red.
Okay, now I have done in the segue to that. I've done AMP has done a lot of shows over the years.
Oh, yeah.
Do you know that when you get pulled over at a checkpoint Charlie, we're going to use that for now. There are other samples, but let's do checkpoint
Pulled
Charlie.
over when you're driving, you're talking
Yes, you're
about?
driving.
Okay.
And they ask you for license and registration. You don't have to give them your license and registration. You realize that.
No, I didn't.
Well, there's a gentleman.
Why would I say no to a cop, though?
There's a gentleman who challenged this, and he's at the Supreme Court level now. And he holds up his license. You don't have to roll down your window. It's all part of that. And there's a lot of police officers that I'm friends with, and they said, Freddie, don't put that on the air. But legally,
but
you
now
don't.
you're putting that on the
I
air.
am, because it's a tip. There are certain.
This,
You're
this
wrong,
is the
though.
idea
I'm not
behind
wrong.
our
I'll tell you why
I'm
you're
going to tell you why I am not
if
wrong.
a police officer stops you and asks for your driver's
I
license,
said checkpoint Charlie. You got to
They
listen
can
to.
arrest you,
Okay.
right? I agree with you.
Checkpoints Charlie. If a guy pulls you over
Well, explain what
for
check.
speeding.
Wait, okay. If a guy pulls you over for speeding, go ahead. I want to hear
And,
this.
and they ask you for your license and registration. This guy has shown his license through the glass. You don't have to lower it. And the police officers, they call it lack of respect for the badge. They get all upset. One thing leads to another. They want to arrest you. But I'm going to tell you, I will bring this guy on the air. And
Yeah, I
he
wanna
will
hear this.
argue
But what
with
does that
you.
mean, Checkpoint Charlie? You still haven't answered that.
When
What
you
is Checkpoint Charlie?
the Super
Yeah, I know
Bowl
what-
yesterday, if you went down 95 on Boynton, you know what a checkpoint Charlie is, and you
It's
went
where
on,
they stop you
they stop
for
you
everybody.
randomly.
Yeah,
Yes,
that
in
I-
New York, when
Yeah.
you cross a bridge at
Right.
checkpoint Charlie,
They check
everybody,
your registration. They stand there. They flag you
everybody,
down.
yes. I had hard contacts, and my eyes were red. And the guy Super Bowl said, "Why are your eyes red?" I said, "Because I have contacts." He says, "Can you prove to me you have contacts?"
Oh, come on.
I had to pop it out and put it
See,
back
that
in.
doesn't sound right.
You don't have to do that.
No,
You're
that
right.
I can
Well,
see you
this
shouldn't
was
have
back
to
in
do.
the 80s, but this is what I went through. But anyway, long story short of it, the tips that we're talking about here, if there are people that want to come on the air, and again, we invite you to
Yeah.
do your commercial on
Right.
the air.
Yeah.
But if you want to come on the air and give us some tips and facts,
come
it could
on
be a
in.
lot of fun.
If you are have a special business or something you want to tell people about because you think it'll help others,
Yeah.
give us a call at our phone number.
Which
give us
is?
Les.
I don't know which one number you want to
800.
give. 800-889-0260. We have so many numbers. I don't know what to give
And
out.
leave a message with lovely Connecticut and tell us what your thoughts are, and we can have you on the show. We're actually going to do some sort of a competition. We haven't worked it out yet to actually get you on the show. You'll have
Smiley's going all at it.
Yeah, you know what? That's how it works, girls and boys. If we create some sort of competition with your best tips and ideas and send them in to us at what email address, boys?
And if anyone has,
You
if
can, well, hold
anyone,
on, you can send it to Freddie at amp2.tv, and there's an 866-224-5422.
say it again
number
so
as
they
well.
can
Say it again slowly, not like a New
Slowly.
Yorker.
866
Go ahead.
224.
Go ahead.
That's 224
Yes.
5422.
And
Now-
tell us your email one more time.
Freddie, Freddy, at
And-
amp2.tv.
Now, if anyone wants to apply for a co-host, you could also come on the
You can
air,
be a
too.
guest host
Yeah.
on the air, but remember, right now we're going to do a competition, folks, for your best business tips and best fix-it ideas. The winner of the competition will get to be a co-host on the show.
You know,
what
it's
do you
really,
think of that?
It's really funny.
Freddie, did you know anything about this before I got here?
No, I
We
didn't.
make it up
but
as we
But it's
go.
funny. You know, I had the Freddie Fix-It show for 3.5
Yeah.
years.
Did you really?
In
Oh,
New
that's
York.
right. I remember you
Had it
said
in
that.
New York, and I had it here in Boca.
Yeah, we did good.
We did. That's how we came up with this concept. I've known this guy for almost 17 years.
Right. We talked about it was kind of fun. We had a lot of people on, and
Ton of doctors.
ton of doctors on. It was a great show. But Frey and I decided on this show we want to do something different.
Okay.
We wanted to make a show that people could have lunch and laugh. Because everyone's talking about that ISIS and the ISIL and who's going to win. No one wants to hear any more about the election. They want to sit down at their computer, right?
And
you
listen
can
to
catch-
good liners, one-liners.
Well,
Yeah,
you
just have a good
got
time.
to you got to admit that Farrell did the part on Donald Trump that he came in second. That's 2 ones. You have to add 2 ones to get 2, which is better than 1. That was fun.
That was funny.
Was fun.
Okay, so let's go off what you're saying, Les.
I
Okay,
know what
and
you're
let's say, okay, we could have 2 segments. One
this working?
One is this fix it and tip section because I
Okay.
think that's just a good way for us to
He
get
said,
the
she
community
said
involved.
section.
The said, she said section, but Les said he wants to do something funny, and I love these one-liners. So again, to help our audience and our listeners be part of the show, send us your best 2-minute comedy sketch, and we can bring you on. And if you can make our audience laugh, we'll come up with a nice little prize for you.
We only got
So
3 people listening. I mean,
hey, listen, it broadens, it gets bigger. One friend tells another. But if whoever's listening, if we get it out there and we start advertising and we can get people to come in and write in some great
could be a lot of
ideas,
fun.
we can get them on here and we can try to find the next comedy act.
Could I ask you one question? Before you do this, do you think you ought to ask Freddie? I know what the next week we're changing the show to the broad and the 2 guys that just sit here.
Listen, Les.
What?
You have to wear a dress next week, so we have to talk.
I don't
worry
care.
about it.
I'm going to be fired before I come back next week.
No, we like it. You make us laugh and you make us cry.
Listen, I also have some connections in the music industry, which I want to bring in some phenoms that they train.
What's a
But
phenom?
Well, Laura Vivas has, she was a contestant on there for a few years ago, and she came in second or something, and she has a school where she teaches young children to sing.
Oh, that's great.
And when you see these 6-7-year-olds come in here, they're
But
gonna
what's
blow
a
you away.
phenom?
It's a phenom.
It's a,
Like a phenomenon?
A phenomenon.
Oh,
It's a different
okay.
way of saying phenomenon.
Well,
You don't know
with
what a
all due
phenom
respect,
is?
Les, I do know this is your show, and I'm a guest right now. But these ideas are just ideas. They can
Oh.
be shot down, or they can be brought
I
out.
think
for
it's-
Don't
people
let
to-
Les
You
intimidate.
know, I'm not easily intimidated,
Don't
but
let
I
Les
do also want to
intimidate
be
you.
respectful to my elders.
Just give him let the mad micer
So is that really a blunt here?
let the mad
we went down that road already.
let the
A
mad
long
mic
and dirty road. What?
let the mad micer give him 5 seconds with the mic.
So
He'll be
wait,
fine.
before we hear, folks, if anyone wants to come see Dr. Anthony Bernozzo at the seminar this on the 16th, which is a week from tomorrow, it's at South County Civic Center, 16700 Jog Road. Freddie will be there having pictures from head to toe what Doc's
Hey,
talking about.
are you gonna be there for that?
When is that?
February 16th from 3 to 6.
Tuesday.
Sure,
Tuesday.
absolutely.
A week from this Tuesday.
Of course,
So
yeah.
you can meet the crew down there, and we'll
We'll have some fun.
we'll have some fun with you as well, and
With
meet-
you, I love that. We'll have some fun with you. God bless you.
With you. Yeah. How else do you say it with you?
with you. What's wrong with that?
See, the difference
God bless
between
you.
real...
I'll say it again.
What did
You're
I
not
say?
a real Brooklyn.
I was a real
Because you
Brooklynite,
have-
but I studied film and TV. I can't talk like that anymore.
Because you have... He's... You
What
can
did
tell.
I say?
you said
chew.
chew.
What's wrong with that?
What's wrong with that?
You two guys come with us.
You chew guys are gonna come with me.
Oh, that's bad.
No, it's
No,
perfect.
it's
I have
beautiful.
stories
It's beautiful.
Is that bad there, Connecticut?
No, it's two guys. That's me. You
Two guys
You guys come
and
with us.
a
We'll have coffee.
We'll have a bagel, some
We'll have a
coffee.
bagel and a schmear.
Schmear with the schmear again.
Before we wrap it up, we did promise the listeners that we were going to give them the top 10 commercial spots of the Super Bowl, and we never did.
Harriet, we got 5 minutes.
So
Let's go.
why
Let's
don't
do
you
this.
guys shoot
Now-
out your favorites?
Now I
And
have
there's no
I
pun
have the
intended in
one
that
that
one
was
either.
voted number 1.
No,
Do
you
want me
guys
to
say
tell
what's
that?
your favorite, not what was voted. I'll tell you.
Well,
My-
I have the list from the Washington Post.
Okay, go ahead. What was
My
your favorite?
my favorite was that chimp baby monkey
No.
thing.
My favorite was
daughter loved that.
My favorite was the Dorito when the guy's eating and playing with the baby and the baby pops out for the Dorito.
That was pretty good
That was
too.
my favorite
That was
one.
pretty good too.
And
Okay.
Connecticut, yours?
What was your favorite?
I like the doggies with the ketchup.
Yeah, that was my favorite
Okay,
too.
good.
That was my
That came
favorite.
in number 2.
What
So-
was number 1?
The restricted bling with T-Mobile came in number 1. Drake and trio of suits managed to make an overplayed song the matter of a very funny joke in T-Mobile's Super Bowl.
Right, I just think that was
That
good.
was number 1.
That was
Number
number
2
one.
was the Audi Commander with David Bowie's Starman.
Right.
That did very well.
Yeah.
That
Number
was
3
cool.
was the Heinz Wiener Stampede. Woohoo!
Right.
Number 4 was the Bud Light Party.
Right.
Bud Light Party, which is still blasting all over the place.
Number 5 was the Avocados from Mexico.
Yeah, that
I
was
thought
good.
was
That
kind
was
of
actually
interesting.
pretty
Yeah.
funny.
Yeah,
I like
that was
that.
With
good.
Alec Baldwin and Dan Marino, or the second one?
Oh, the one with Dan Marino was
That
so
was funny.
That was
I actually
funny.
worked with Dan. I told you that
Did
story
you?
another day. It was a great guy.
Oh,
Another
super
one was
guy.
I loved him. He was great. Another one was Find Your Magic
Which
with
one was
Axe under the previous Bikini
Oh,
Dad
oh, I
Babe
saw
marketing
that.
strategy.
Yeah.
Then Subaru Dog Approved I don't remember which one that was. Subaru dog approved. One of the sweetest.
With the hair.
Oh, right, the hair.
Oh,
Then there was the Hyundai first date, which was weird.
That one was rated number 1 by
Really?
CBS this morning.
that was a
Hyundai.
great. I liked the one with the door
Kevin
dressed
Hart
up.
was on that,
Kevin
right?
Hart, yeah, he gave the guy the keys. He says, "Here, take my daughter," but it has a GPS, so he followed him all over the place.
That was a cool commercial.
What was the one with the funny? What was the female comedian? She's hilarious.
Well,
What
that's the
commercial
one
was
for
that?
the Budweiser party.
Right. That was very good.
I liked the Tarzan one.
Then there was the
Nah, I don't like
Fitbit
that.
dualities.
What was that?
This ad showcasing the wearable tech company's fitness watches. And then Pepsi's Joy of Pepsi.
I didn't like that either.
Oh my God! Before we leave,
You were thinking of Amy Schumer, by the way.
Amy Schumer, thank you. I saw the most bizarre thing on the news last night. It was these techie heads where they're actually opening up their skin. Did you see that on the news last night?
Oh, with
And they are actually
Disgusting.
implementing
Yes,
like
implants.
tech implants into
It's
their
right here.
ears so that they can actually have their own ears as a headset.
Oh
And
my
then they're
God.
implanting tech things into their wrists so their wrists can turn their phone-ons.
Yep.
And they're making themselves into computer parts.
Yep, you put
It's
it
the
in your
newest
hand so you
wave.
can open. It's
And
security.
it becomes a magnet.
Yep.
It was so creepy. I was so
one,
creeped
one
out.
day you're gonna walk into an airport and you're gonna explode, and that'll be the end of
I
that.
mean, that is really freaky. No wonder they say robots are going to take over the planet.
Like that, huh?
Yeah.
Very creepy.
I think that Les is a robot. Les, are you a robot?
That's a
Well,
given.
the real Les is working somewhere else trying to make a living.
All right, we got 2 minutes.
We got 2 minutes, so we're going to end the show by saying this.
Saying this.
What the heck are we doing here? It's a beautiful day outside. What
Listen.
are we doing?
Listen, the bottom line is that we hope that you enjoy a little
Yeah,
lunch,
That's true.
a little, what do you call that? Splash?
First of all, I was going to ask that lady how she ate her corned beef, but you would have been so embarrassed. A schmear.
Why am I embarrassed? Because I like mayonnaise?
Oh, God, on a corned beef sandwich.
Thanks, man. Put
Is that a
mayonnaise in
shot?
I don't even like corned beef.
Is that
I'm
a
more an
shonda-
Italian than a Jew.
Is that a
when it comes-
shonda?
Are you a vegetarian?
No, I'm an Italian, not a Jew
So you
when
like
it comes
spaghetti?
to food.
You're the spaghetti person?
Spaghetti, meatballs, all that yummy Italian
Oh, I
stuff.
love Italian food. I can eat
You-
Italian food all day long.
That show Marissa Tomei is on, by the way, it's the Cooking Network. The Cooking Network. That's why you didn't know what it was.
Yeah,
It's
well, he
called
doesn't
Extra
know.
Virgin Oil.
There you go. Oh, I see.
No, that's not what Marissa Tomei.
All right,
Yes,
listen,
it
we got boys and girls,
Okay.
we got to go.
Everybody, we hope you
Hold
would-
on,
you
we
would
want
close.
to we want to thank Amp2.tv for today's sponsorship, Dr. Panozzo, Health and Wealth Seminars. You got a plug-in? No?
Just listen to Two Boys and a Broad.
We'll have you. We'll give you a plug-in. By
All right.
And this is what you get when you put 3 people from New York in a rated TV station. Anyway, we want to thank you for listening in. Everybody say goodbye.
Bye, everybody.
Bye, everybody, and sticks and bits right into us.
Yeah, we'll think about that, Freddie, right?
Yeah, we're
We'll
thinking.
have coffee and we'll think about it. Okay, always notify us what we're doing. I just say goodbye, but that hour went
All
so
right,
fast.
Mumbles, take it
Thanks,
easy.
Connecticut.
All right, we're going to go. See ya.
Bye. See you. Wouldn't want to be.
Wouldn't want to be ya.
Well, that's about it for today's lunch break with 2 boys from Brooklyn. You're invited to join the break every day, Monday through Friday at 12 noon. So, if you missed some of the good stuff they served up today, there's more coming next time. Bring your lunch and the boys from Brooklyn will bring the smiles. And it's all live. See you next time. Now go and enjoy the rest of your day.